How are you guys doing? This one's called So Many Watch Channels Have Proven, Whether They Intended to or Not, Customers Do Not Get Treated Any Better Buying a Luxury Watch. Kind of surprising, isn't it? Well, if you watch a lot of luxury watch channels, quite often they'll have a story or a little segment in their video about themselves or someone they know who did not get treated very well at a luxury watch dealer. It's quite surprising, isn't it? You would think if somebody went to a luxury watch dealer, they'd get treated better. But not necessarily. Oftentimes, by the sounds of it, they don't get treated any better than you would just going to an ordinary store. Here's some examples. Customer goes to an authorized dealer, and the dealer gives them completely false information. Like they could say to the customer, oh, well, your watch is completely fake. Your luxury watch is fake. And it's not fake at all. Or the customer goes to get in the store, and the door's locked, one of those kind of stores where the security lets you in. They don't even let them in. And this is operator of a YouTube channel with over 50,000 subscribers, and they don't even let them in the door, you know. And people that go into these luxury shops and they'll ask about a certain type of watch, a popular model, and they get a snappy response because those models are sold out. Now, I'm sure that these luxury stores do have customers come in that are difficult. Some customers will come in and they're know-it-alls or smart alecks and try to bully their way around, but you hear a lot of stories, and I think you're hearing too many stories about customers not getting treated any better buying a luxury watch. It's quite surprising. And anybody that has a luxury watch channel, they're sensitive to this topic, right? When you go in to buy a luxury watch, you're expected to get treated well. You're paying thousands of dollars for a watch. It's a luxury item, of course, and it's something you don't have to buy, and you expect it to get treated reasonably at the very least. Now, from my own experience, I've went into department stores, looked at their watches, and didn't have any of those kind of problems. Got treated reasonably well. And some jewelry stores like Michael Hill, you won't get treated there very good. It's all their own name brand store brand stuff, and they think they treat you and they think that that's a big deal or something, which is it's not, right? So don't expect to get treated very well at a Michael Hill store. You won't get treated, at least from my experience, you won't. But if you go to a luxury watch store and you don't get treated very well, you don't get a very good reception as soon as you walk in the door, don't open up your wallet. Keep your wallet closed, right? Now, I have heard a lot of good things about second-hand luxury watch dealers, and they're proud to treat people good that come in the store. And it sounds like it's the authorized dealers that will have the tendency not to treat the customers very well. So the second-hand dealers will treat the customers better by the sounds of it. And what do you guys think? What's your experiences? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you have an experience of your own? And comment in the comment section. And just as a side note, from my own experience, I found auto parts stores to not treat customers very well. Anything related to automotive. So that would include auto parts stores. These guys on the counter, they're called jobbers in the United States. That's what they call them in the United States, jobbers. So you can see that they're not the prestigious people they think they are, right? Now these guys are working in a multi-million-dollar store, multi-million-dollar inventory, and they're the biggest snobs you could ever find anywhere, from my own experience. Maybe you guys have a different experience, live in a different area, of course, but from my own experience, these guys are total you-know-whats. And I just about cringe every time I go to an auto parts store, because it's a good chance you're going to run into one of those kind of jerks, right? And what I do as an alternative, I'll tell you straight up, I go right on Rock Auto and order my auto parts. You don't have to deal with any kind of customer problems, counter people that are snobs, know-it-alls, that kind of thing. People that are irritated to help you. You can go in Rock Auto and you can pick out the part you want. They got the different tiers of the parts listed. You can pick out the one you want, order it. You might have to wait a couple of days extra to get it, but it's worth it if you don't have to deal with some snob on the counter, right? The prices are better too. You may have to pay some shipping, but still overall, a lot of times you can save a lot of money and get a better quality part. And at these auto parts stores, the counters, these brick and mortar stores, you want to call them that. See, all auto parts have different tiers, right? So let's say you went in to order some brake pads. Well, there's like the economical tier, the daily driver tier, like the mid-grade tier and the premium tier. So you want to know what tier has to offer and what prices they are. And so when you start asking them that, they start getting irritated. Like, well, they just want you to go in and they just sell you what they want to sell you and get you out the door quick. But if you're a smart shopper, you want to know, like, how much is the cheapest one? What are they like? What's the name brand? What's the mid-tier one like? How much are they? What's their name brand? That sort of thing. I'm sure a lot of you guys shop the same way. So these guys start getting irritated, and they're like a 2-year-old, you know. They're trying to be like trying to get a 2-year-old to sit down and be still or something, you know. Or trying to get a 2-year-old to do a little task or something. Or him and Han, you know, whatever. So what they're doing is just driving customers right to Rock Auto, right? And that's exactly what they're doing. So when it comes to watches, of course you have the option to order online too. And if the stores are too snobby over the counter, order online. There's aftermarket type places like there's the gray market dealer. I guess you could say they're kind of like an aftermarket kind of thing. So with the gray market dealer, the warranty is only through them. And you can find authorized dealers through the internet. And an example of an authorized dealer over the internet online shopping is Long Island Watches. An example of a gray market dealer buying a watch online would be Joma Shop. So, guys, take your time. Take your time and shop around, and don't rush too much. And if you're really getting fed up trying to buy a watch online, just go to AliExpress. What you could do is just go on AliExpress and buy yourself a cheap watch that fits you. $10, $20, $30, under $100. And take your time and shop around for your more expensive watch you're after. Let's say you're after a watch that's $400. Well, don't rush too much. That's one way of doing it. You wait for a sale or a better price. Get yourself a cheaper watch for the meantime. So lots of different ways to strategize about buying a watch and having a strategy and everything. So what do you guys think? Do you think customers get treated any better buying a luxury watch? So what do you guys think of that?